Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing today? It's a fine. It's finally out, right? We could talk about it.
Really? Yeah, why?
Okay, I'm,
Technically.
I'm I'm sorry. I've been waiting since COVID for this movie, you guys. So I do have an intro, but we will say the movie after the intro. But I have been so excited for this movie. Sorry, I'm saying this, Josh, a little more than Godzilla versus Kong, because I'm a Spider-Man fan. So enjoy the intro. What is up, you guys? Welcome to another Jake's Movie Reviews here with my trusty
Yeah.
sidekick, or
Hi.
also another Marvel fan, Josh.
Yay. Hello. Hi,
Yeah,
Pretend.
and
Once again.
it's finally the week, and it's out. We've waited like a year, and I think it got delayed like a couple times, and they pushed it to like the wait. Hold on, let me see here, because I think it got delayed like a few times. Let me just see the release here. Um, uh, yeah, it was previously set for July 16th of this year. Then it got pushed back to November 5th of this year, but then it got pushed back to December 17th of this year because there were some pushbacks also with other Marvel movies besides this one, but this one still stood. So Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh my god. So guys, if you're thinking, are you gonna get any spoilers in this video? You're not. You haven't seen the movie yet. You're safe. You're safe here. You know, if you guys seen the movie, I'm really sorry. We're not gonna talk about any of those spoilers in the movie because there were a lot. There were a lot, and I know you guys were probably thinking that there were things in the movie that that you know that were possibly true, but yeah, stop talking, then just talk about the plot. So we leave off after you know, in Far From Home, you know, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. His identity is exposed by Mysterio. Um, and then you know, he has to escape like with MJ, because the world now knows he is Spider-Man. And there's actually, so I was expecting like this, like some people were gonna like believe that Mysterio was the hero and Spider-Man was the hero. So they'll be on Spider-Man's side or Mysterio's side, and Mysterio's side is like the haters that really hate Spider-Man. Um, and yeah, Peter had to get a new place in this movie because you know, too much like exposure, like of the helicopters like flying around. Um, yeah, and of course, also I can mention this. This is not really so. Peter, Ned, and MJ are actually, they're seniors in this, and they're focusing on applying to colleges. This is actually, Josh and I are actually we finished working on our transfers, so I feel like this is like Josh and I like working on our transfers to like same colleges or different colleges. Um, and yeah, they're trying to get into MIT, and Tony Stark went to MIT, so that, you know, that was it's cool. It's a cool reference, kind of. You know, he went to MIT in the comics, right? MIT in the comics, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, because I think he did.
He might have.
He might have. If
I
I'm
don't know
wrong,
if there was ever explicitly clear,
if I'm
but
wrong,
if it
if I'm
was, then
wrong,
I
you
was
guys can
like,
correct me in the comments below if I am wrong, if I did make a mistake here. Um, and so Peter, you know, he still needs help like with his identity, so he goes to none other than Doctor Strange, who is like the master of mystic arts and the sorcerer supreme, but not the sorcerer supreme anymore because he got blipped. He got blipped, so Wong actually owns the title now, unfortunately. Maybe he can get it back in the second Doctor Strange. Who knows? Maybe he can get it back. You know, there's time. Maybe. But so he tries to see like if he can, like, I don't know, make a spell so Mysterio never said his identity. But you know, Doctor Strange even mentioned to Peter, you know, there are consequences like when you're using magic, and it's like, and I don't have the time stone anymore. That's true. He doesn't have it, you know, because this would have been really easy if we had the time stone, but no, Thanos done did destroy that stone back in Endgame, so we don't have that anymore at all. Not anymore. So he tries to spell, and Peter keeps interrupting because he's worried that, you know, people he loves or his friends will not like remember that already know. And unfortunately, the spell does not work because Peter cannot keep his big yap shut. And we get villains from different universes, which is really cool. Which just brings me way back to my childhood, way back. I cannot wait to watch these movies again. These films we got. So, excuse me. We got Doc Ock, like one of my favorite villains, because, you know, Spider-Man 2 back in 2004. It's like one of the most popular Spider-Man movies. He's like one of the number one Spider-Man villains in the comics. It's been my favorite. It is an honor that you know, Tom Holland's Spider-Man like gets to face him. Even Alfred Molina returning to play the, you know, the tentacle, you know, villain. We got Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. You know, I like that they did not recast these villains. It's like, you know, if you're making another Spider-Man movie and you're gonna have these villains, might be a good idea not to recast, because they're, you know, they were good at those characters already. And we get Electro, but we get Electro. He looks so much better. I did not like the dead tooth in Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he had that, you know, the buck tooth and the glasses. He looked too nerdy. But no, it was his job at Oscorp. But and he looked more comic book accurate. Well, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought he looked more like, in the Ultimate comics. Yeah, more like. And we got Thomas Hayden Church back as Sandman. Back as Sandman. And we got another villain from the Amazing Spider-Man. The Lizard, Dr. Kirk Connors returns. Looks way better. It's like Josh even noticed, like he mentioned to me, like right when I think the first or second trailer came out, you said, I think they changed the Lizard. And I did recognize it before. And even when we saw the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, they did a really good job making him look better. Because he looked too.
Yeah, they were like, let's keep the design. Even though I was never a big fan of the design, like the inherent design, I wasn't a big fan with. But like, they at least tried to update it in a way that made it look less like, how do you put it? A little bit more monstrous, a little bit less human looking.
Yeah. Yeah. Who, Josh? Just like so off topic, but who do you think, the Lizard or Godzilla, will win the fight, since they're kind of the same a little bit?
That's like comparing. That would be like comparing the Empire State Building to a Domino's down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
It's not. That's not really much of a contest.
It's not. There is no contest.
I mean, Lizard's fast, but he can't really do anything.
Yeah,
Like,
can't. I mean, the only good is like he has lizard abilities, and like Kirk Connors like has an extra arm, but really when he's been human, he doesn't. So I was wondering, is it gonna be Reese fans as like is he gonna be the Lizard the whole time, or are they actually gonna show him as, but if he actually can be in this, and he was in this, but I'm not gonna say any more besides that, but he is in this because he was in a previous Spider-Man movie. That's all I'm saying, you guys. No spoilers. There was 2 post-credit scenes. Well, I thought the second one felt more like a trailer. A little bit like a trailer.
we won't say for what though.
But
We'll
for
just.
some,
It should seem.
but
You could probably guess, but
it's for something special that might be coming in the near future of next year. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I love this movie so much. This movie brought me back to my childhood. I did have tears like in my eyes for like a few scenes. Not gonna tell you why, because this movie was an emotional roller coaster, but it was worth watching. I definitely cannot wait to see this movie again. You definitely should go see this movie, and this movie is very good for OG Spider-Man fans, and for like the new generation of Spider-Man fans will learn to love this movie too. It's like, yeah, it was very good. Yeah, I got footage. I got footage later from December 17th. We went with our friends Aria Thomas, Brian Finney, and his roommate Danny. We went to go all see the movie in 40x. It was worth it in 40x, but it was a lot of shaking because the multiverse and the spell parts, which I was not really expecting to be that like intense in 40x.
Swinging.
The swinging. The swinging, but it was still fun.
Swinging.
It was still fun in 40x. It was fun. You don't have to see it in 40x, but we're saying it was fun. It was fun. I know it's in ScreenX too. I haven't tried that before, and I don't know if I want to, because it's like 3 different screens. I'm like, I just want to look at like one. That's too hard to look. And like there were a lot of people when we saw it. I loved the audience because this audience had hype. The hype was still real and it was still going. And a lot of people dressed up. Well, I kind of dressed up a bit. I was thinking about it, but my mom said, "You're not dressing up, not even in front of Arya." I'm like, "Oh, all right, fine. I'm not doing it." So I had the mask though. I still had the mask. It's like I can't have a Spider-Man attire without like a Spider-Man mask. And of course I had a face mask. Okay, I'm still trying to protect myself from COVID too. Okay. And I'm vaccinated, so I didn't have only my Spider-Man mask. Oh man, all the scenes were great. Tom Holland never disappoints. Like all of his scenes were wonderful. Even Zendaya, Jacob Battle lost weight for this film. Jacob lost weight for this film, and he looked great. Although, you know, I wish Mr. Harrington and Coach Dell and not Coach Dell, Coach Wilson and Mr. Dell. I wish they have one scene in this, but I kind of wish we could have saw them a little more. But it was all right. It was all right. We'll talk more about that in the spoiler review. I don't think it's a good idea to, say what their scene was. Oh yeah, Flash Thompson. Can't forget about Flash. #1 Spider-Man fan, according to him.
Funny.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. So, favorite Spider-Man suit. That's gonna be the question of this video in the comments below. So, I mean, I'll go first if you want to think about it, Josh. So, I did when Homecoming was and Civil War. I loved the tech suit. I loved the tech suit because it reminded me of the red and blue a little bit, but was Stark enhanced tech. I loved the Iron Spider suit back in Infinity War because they finally did that suits, and also liked the stealth suit when Far From Home came out. That was a cool. It wasn't actually like from the comic stealth suit, but it was a stealth suit. But it didn't do exactly what the stealth suit does in the comics, which is supposed to like turn him like invisible, like for I don't know a couple minutes, like usually. And an upgraded suit. Actually, the upgraded suit, yeah, I have it with me. Upgraded suit it's the same, but it's a little different. See, you can tell from the belt part, and the logo's a little bit different. Kind of, not really, but yeah. And we got the black. I love the black and gold suits. And it played a huge part in this movie, which we will talk about in our spoiler review, because, there are many secrets in this movie that we cannot say because it's too strong to hold for any of you Spider-Man fans like watching who has not watched this movie yet. And I like the integrated suits. And that was pretty much all with the new suits we got. We got two, but that's actually. Oh wait, no. Spoiler review. I'm sorry, spoiler review. That I'll leave that out. But I really liked. I really liked the. I'll just say the upgraded suit is my favorite. That's my favorite out the whole. He has a lot, even as like a Spider-Man character. He has a lot. And like more than Toby and Andrew did. So yeah. Josh, what was your favorite suits? It could be any of them from from Homecoming to this.
I mean, I personally there's all the it's cool how he had the Iron Spider and the stealth suit and all this, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm more of a when it comes to Spider-Man, I'm more of a traditional guy.
Yeah.
I like the classic traditional red and blue. It's an iconic look, especially with this particular, especially in Homecoming with the design they went with, because they were basically taking the little details in the suit that they took were kind of notes that were taken from the Silver Age comics era of Spider-Man from the 60s and 70s.
Right.
Basically the early years. So
a little trivia about the Civil War suit. So that was all when Tom Holland like did that. He was actually wearing a suit, but most of it was CGI. So that's why it kind of looks a little more like cleaner once you watch Spider-Man Homecoming a little bit. But it is the same suit. But when Tom did it, he had a totally different. You can find a photo online with the onset suit. It looked different. And when the movie came out, it was CG. It was basically CGI. Honestly, and Iron Spider is basically CGI too. That's not. But yeah, and the villain. Oh, who's your favorite villain too? Who's your favorite villain? Doc Ock. I said mine already. Doc Ock. And Josh, I know I asked you this before, and I know yours is the Green Goblin.
I mean, like, because if we're gonna talk about movie villains, like, yeah, Green Goblin is like.
Yeah.
You know, he's the best by far. And even in the comics, he's amazing. But it's like a toss-up between him and the Lizard, because I've always had a soft spot for the Lizard.
Yeah.
The idea that he's supposed to be sympathetic, but as he gains that, as he loses that humanity to the Lizard gene, he is like, oh, I'm going to turn the whole city into lizards. But then it's like, wait, no, and he's supposed to be like, it's Kirk Connors. It's
Kirk Connors.
Peter's father figure in the comics, pretty much. It's his professor and was it his high school professor? Yeah.
Yeah, but
loses his arm and he's
an amazing
like,
Spider-Man.
wait, I just want to regrow my arm back. Come on, man.
Yeah, and I think
that's all I want, eh?
I think in Amazing Spider-Man, he doesn't teach at Midtown. He teaches. He's an Oscorp scientist.
Yeah, I think something like that. But like they're the idea is that he was sort of like one of Peter's mentors, and that he's like, I just want to regrow my arm, and then he says, I'm just gonna take a lizard gene because they can regenerate tails, right? And then he does that. Boom, he's a lizard, and now he just wants to turn everyone else into lizards because higher evolution.
Right.
And yeah.
All right. So that's pretty much all we can say. I'm gonna make a quick cut. What was it? Two days ago, or was it 1 day ago? Because it was like 1 or 2 in the morning when we were done with this movie. It was late. So I'm gonna cut to that. Yeah, so this is another, I guess you could say this is another alternative version of me in the past, I guess. So take it away, boys. Yeah. Okay, so I finished it. I have no. Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you, Audia. So I have no spoilers, but I have no words. I let it. What about you? What do you think?
Wait, what? Oh my goodness.
Okay, nothing. Yeah, she enjoyed it. Oh my god. Sorry. Let's see. Hold on.
Sure was a movie.
Yeah. Excuse me, can I get in front? Thank you. Hey, Josh, what do you have to say to? Well, we said some things, but what do you have to say to the viewers? No spoilers.
Well, it was outstanding.
It was. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah.
Frankly, I'm a bit speechless.
I am. It's like I have no words. And Josh, I think I need therapy now. You need to take me to therapy.
Therapy time.
Yeah. Well. All right. Yeah, my childhood too. Hey, listen, you're a filmmaker. What'd you roll?
That was one of the best movies I've seen all year.
Yeah, best movie this year. Aria. Was it best?
No comment.
No comment.
Just as good.
No comment. Okay, no comment.
I thought it was good. It was fine.
But this was like a melding of shit that was like.
We're low-key phony because I never watched the other Spider-Man. Sorry. I did watch Homecoming, but not the other one.
I'll get her caught up. I promise. I'll get her caught up. But all right. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Josh. Yeah. So that was my first reaction. I will see this movie again. Because this is one of the best Spider-Man movies. The best movie of 2021. I'm probably gonna make a video of like movies, like top 10 movies I like in 2021. This is probably gonna be the top. But I don't know yet. But this was like Spider-Man Endgame. I forgot the like Avengers Endgame, but this was like more better than Avengers Endgame, even though they can both sit in the same like room. Because and it was definitely longer than the other Spider-Man movies. Definitely longer. I mean, I wish it was 3 hours. Like I can sit and watch Spider-Man for like 3 hours if they did do that. Anyways, yeah, since we can't talk any more about the movie, we're gonna close out the video. Well, yeah. It's been a hell of a year. We got WandaVision, we had Falcon and Winter Soldier, we had Black Widow, we had Loki, we had Shang-Chi, and The Legend of the Ten Rings, we had What If. Actually, we had What If before Shang-Chi, actually. I'm trying to think in my head. Like, then we did have Eternals, which I know was okay. I think the sequel is going to be better if they do make a sequel for Eternals, to be honest. I think it will be way better. I don't know. No, yeah, because I can't tell if they will make it. And Hawkeye, of course, which we will review episode 4 right after this, and it's Spider-Man No Way Home, and that's it. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the other ones next year, which we're only gonna get 3, but I know we'll get Disney Plus shows too, while we wait for those movies. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please flip the like and subscribe. And if you want to save the multiverse or help Spider-Man, or just subscribe, because I post videos on this channel, so subscribe anyways. Yeah, videos what I have. So I was on a little bit of a hiatus because Josh and I were working on a show. So I did have some videos up, but like not a whole lot. And I had to cancel some. So the breakdown for Spider-Man No Way Home, since I've already seen it, I can't break down this trailer anymore since I've seen it already. I've seen the damn thing, so I can't do that. So I'm sorry guys, that's canceled. I still have reaction videos making reviews, like Turning Red. I need to react to that, and not today, but Josh and I are probably gonna react to the new Scream trailer sometime this week, because that's coming out next year, man. I don't know. Should we go in a group again? I'm gonna think about it. It'd be fun to go in a group again. Got Hawkeye episode 4. So like whatever episode Josh is Disney Plus, we'll try to do it tomorrow, or I'll show the episode to him so we can do the review. And episode 6, we're gonna try to do it like on Wednesday or possibly Thursday, or maybe after Christmas. I don't know. Maybe after. I don't know. Oh, and we are gonna possibly in January, we are gonna go back to Turner and Hooch since we took a break from that. There's still episodes we have to review for that, and it's also been announced that we will not be getting a season 2 of Turner and Hooch. So this is the only season. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to Josh. He also took a break from making videos, but we'll have our collab video, which You want to do after the spoiler review? Because we totally can if you want.
I mean,
I'll find it.
I was considering it as more of an end of the year thing, but I mean,
Yeah.
that was just my thought. Just like maybe you can, because holiday stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. No. But we.
holiday plans,
Yeah. Yeah. We still need a part 2 of the tier list though, because you haven't made yours.
Yeah, I know.
We could possibly do that after the spoiler review, and I can just I could send you the video, so you'll have it, or the footage, you'll have it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Also, please no spoilers in the comments. Not that many people have seen it yet, and I'll see you in the future, and in another video. Peace. Don't forget to rock on. I got to my note there. I don't know why. Oh, I got. Also, if you're not aware at all what's happening in the world, there is a new variant of COVID, which I'm not going to talk about because I want COVID to be done already. No more variants. And if you went to the LA premiere of No Way Home, you might have been exposed. So, get vaccinated, or definitely I recommend you get tested, because we are going to have more Marvel movies to coming out next year, and we want you guys to be safe while you're watching these movies, even though we're still in a pandemic, because y'all got to get vaccinated. Everyone's got to get vaccinated for COVID to be over. So, yeah. All right. We'll do episode 4 of Hawkeye, and we'll do the spoiler review, which probably going to post that next week, or possibly in the next year when all of you have seen No Way Home. I don't know. I'll think about it. All right. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Enjoy your day.